and do not reflect the views and opinions of the show staff, the sponsors, or the management of Furry Frequencies. This show discusses adult topics and uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised. We also advise that all listeners are 18 and up. Hello and welcome to Furry Frequencies, the soundtrack to your furry life. I'm Lifty, and joining me on the podcast this evening is Sylox.
Hey, how's it going?
And we've got a great episode for you tonight. If you were following along with our tweets on our wonderful Twitter at Furry Frequency, you'll notice what we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to be having some fun because Nitro is back in the news, or I guess in the Twitter sphere, because he's doing something stupid again, and we have to come back to do this. Hold on.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
Bless that clip. That is just timeless.
Yes, absolutely timeless. Yeah, we are back to teaching Nitro a lesson about scamming the youth with another convention.
Again.
Yeah.
When will he learn? Like, this is just so...
I don't know, but we're here to keep teaching him a lesson and talking and ragging about him every time. But
this only ends when he goes to prison and starts scamming people in cell block D of Pennsylvania State Prison, because this is just getting out of control.
Cell block.
I'm serious.
I would love to see him try a furry con at prison. Like at
it
this
won't
point,
be a furry con. It'll be a butt party con. If you get my drift, it won't be a furry con.
Oh, like he's gonna complain about that. But
oh my god.
But anyway, so first off, we don't have a sponsor for tonight's podcast, but we will have one soon. Don't worry. And before we begin, I just want to remind everybody that we do have a Twitter, and we do have a Discord where you can call in. And what is the best way to join the Discord? Well,
I don't know. Tell us.
Well, the best way to join the Discord is to go to our Twitter page at Furry Frequency, and from there you will find at the very top of our tweet feed is our link to our channel. You click on that, it'll take you straight to the Furry Frequencies Discord. It'll take you to our important README first, and then it's going to take you, and then after you read, you can go straight to the waiting room where you can listen in, or you can call in, assuming you follow the directions that were posted in the important README. That's why it's important to read. It's important to read those directions.
Reading is believing. Yes,
it is. It is. So one more time, in case you aren't aware, please follow us on Twitter at Furry Frequency, and then go to our pinned tweet at the very top of our feed. There you will see a link. Click on it, and it'll take you straight to the Furry Frequencies Discord. You can call us from there, and there are moderators now standing by to take your call. So, let's begin. So Nitro is back, and he started a new convention. First of all, we've been new about this. Because we've been hearing rumors that Nitro would do this. So let's first of all show you what exactly he's started. And there it is. It is called Amish Country Furcon, a new furry convention coming to Lancaster, PA, 2022. and has some very nice scenes from Anthrocon that were clearly stolen, as well as very nice pastoral scenes. Nice image of flow there from Anthrocon, stolen, because yeah, it's Nitro. Of course, he's not gonna shell out money for actual classy photography that he has the rights to. He's gonna steal your photography and just put it for his own use. But yeah, here it is, Amish Country Furcon, and wow. Abandon all hope, ye who come here. So what is ACFC? Well, according to the website, Amish Country Furcon is located in the heart of Amish Country, Pennsylvania, the hub of Pennsylvania's Amish Country, making fur, fuzz, and fun just a short hop from anywhere. Yeah, because... Go ahead.
Funny. It's funny because on its face, this is not a bad idea. Like, if you could see just where this convention is located, it's supposed to be located, and we'll get to this later on, you would see that this is actually not a bad idea. The problem is, it's a scam. That's the only bad thing. It's a scam.
Yeah. Well, it's Nitro. Of course, anything attached to Nitro's name is a scam.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But let's just play along as if we're just kind of like looking at this as like, oh, we want to go to Amish country and be furries. Okay, let's keep going. So if you want to sign up to be a part of this amazing thing, you can do so right there at the website. You can be a dealer. Yeah, you could be a dealer. If you want to be a dealer, you could sign up for the Artist Alley. For some reason, they have a submission for pains. Yeah, check that out. Pane submission, if you want to submit a window pane, I guess. I don't know what they mean by panes, but yeah. Let's go ahead and... well, we're back to the homepage.
Guess we can't
we can't give them our window panes. No. How about if we want to just sign up to be an artist? No. This is amazing how this site is still functional and still up and running. You could still go to this website, AmishCountryFurcon.com. Dealers then, can we be a no? Okay, how about if we just register? Can we register? No!
That's sad.
Can we be a DJ at least? Oh, we could sign up to be a DJ. What's their first name? I don't know. Give us a name. Dipshit McGee, I guess.
Dipshit McGee. Yeah. First name Dipshit.
Okay. Oh, there we go. First. Dipshit. Oh, no. Dipshit Yeats. Dipshit Yeats. Your last name, Dipshit Yeats. Or Dipshit Yeats McGee.
Lord of mercy. It says so much. Like we laugh.
What is our stage name? What should our stage name be?
Dipshit Yeats. Good God.
I mean,
DJ Dipshit Yeats. I'm pretty sure that's appropriate for a furry convention. I'm sure of it.
We don't give a shit.
See, this is why you can't. This is why you're not allowed at furry cons, because you do shit like this.
Oh, like
you give yourself Dipshit as a name, and like, come on.
What is your Twitter handle? Oh, we want to give it. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, they want all your information, man. So Nitro can send you all those lovely scam emails and scam.
Okay, so does he want my social security number too?
He probably wants that too. Wow.
Well, there we go. We've signed up to be a DJ to this shit show. Wow, amazing.
I'm happy. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Yeah. Dance competition? Nope. Staff application? Nope. Wow, amazing. Join our team. Oh, so even if you wanted to join and actually work on Amish Country Furcon, you need access. So you have to actually request access to be on this. So let's look at their team for a minute. And oh boy, so this is who's running ACFC supposedly. So we got Briggs the Fox, who is the chairman, Yuki, who is the co-chairman, Mix Up, who is an artist, head of design, Max Night Ember, who is the head of events, and this dude named Mr. Nigma.
So hold on.
Motherfucking Riddler over here.
These fools literally stole the Riddler's name. Okay. So
that's really his name?
Yes, Edward Nigma is actually the Riddler's name. Yes.
Oh, I get it. So the dude has to be named E. So it's Mr. E Nigma. Oh, I get it. Yeah.
So I think we all know who that person is. It's obvious that that's Nitro. I don't know who else it would be. I don't know anybody in this fandom named Edward Nigma or Mr. Nigma. That's weird. So here's my thing. The first chairman, Briggs the Fox, was in a relationship with Nitro. Yeah. So red flag number one. Number two, the second red flag, this person is only 19 years old.
Yep. Let's look at their Twitter. There's their Twitter. Proud Furry, 19 years old, and they live in New Jersey, right there. And this is, of course, we're going to refer to this person as Logan Fox from here on out because that's who they are. Whatever.
So Logan Fox is only 19.
Yeah.
A 19-year-old should not, under any circumstances.
Well, let's look at. Well, hold on. Maybe they have some experience with the co-chair. Maybe the co-chair has 18 years old. Jesus Christ.
An 18-year-old should not be running a furrycon either. Nor should they be giving the answer when asked, hey, why do you think you'd be up to running a furrycon? Quote, because I love this fandom very, very much. No, that's not a good answer.
I'm just going to crack open the vibes while I'm...
Go ahead, crack it open.
Yeah, there you go. I'm cracking it open. This is going to be fun, because I'm going to get...
A lot of people in this fandom love this fandom and want to see it thrive. I can tell you off the bat, most of those people who would say that are not qualified to run a furrycon, let alone a furry event. It takes a lot to run a furrycon, even a furry event. I've been running furry events since 2016.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Even I'm not at that point where I could say, okay, I think I'm able to run a furrycon. I think I'm close, but I'm not that close.
Yeah.
Right? Give it a year or so.
Yeah.
But these two have no experience whatsoever. One's 19, one's 18. They are fresh out of college. They are fresh out of high school. They're probably just entering college. They don't have the experience. No. And if they were allowed to and left to their own devices to run this, it would be a train wreck. Yeah. It would be way worse than CCFC. You would see something on par with DashCon, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe even worse than DashCon.
Yeah. So I don't know anything about Mix-Up, so I'm not going to rag on Mix-Up for being involved in this bullshit. But I do know who this person is, Max Night Ember. So Max Night Ember, let me just tell you a little story about Max. He's actually the furry, who's actually a furry who lives with Nitro. So that's not... So if Briggs and Yuki being 19 and 18 respectively, and having some connection to Nitro doesn't ring any alarm bells, having somebody who actually lives with Nitro being the head of events should. This person actually lives with Nitro. He still lives with Nitro today. I'll tell you, even worse is that this dude was the person that tried to be an apologist for Nitro and basically say that ALS receipt that they showed off as, we gave the money to ALS. Here's the receipt. It's legit, everything. No, he was the person that was showing everybody. that stupid picture of that crumpled up receipt. He was showing everybody that and saying, "Oh yeah, that's legit." It was Max. And now here he is again getting involved with some more of Nitro's bullshit. I mean, Jesus, it never fucking ends. It never ends. So, yeah. And then, of course, we don't quite know who Mr. Nigma is. But given they're head of IT and they're not showing their face, you know, I'm going to leave it to the audience to just, you know, figure out, well, okay, who do you think Mr. Nigma is? You know, based on what we've been telling you, who do you think Mr. Nigma is? So let's just keep going. Do they have a blog? I love to read blogs about furries. Do they have a blog? Oh, no. No, they don't. They don't have a blog. Wow, that's... I'm so sad. They don't have a blog.
You were hoping to read that.
I was hoping to read that while I'm drinking some vibes. You know, that's you know.
Yeah, you're like
that's some nice vibes right there. That's some nice vibes. Reading shitty blogs while sipping on some vibes.
I know that's right.
Good ass vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, so they say that their new home is the Wyndham Lancaster Resort and Convention Center. Wow. And wow, this is very nice 3D render of the hotel that they'll be in with an Audi right there, possibly Nitro's Audi, after he steals the money from you. Wyndham Resort and Conference Center is an excellent choice for travelers visiting Lancaster, offering many helpful amenities designed to enhance your stay. The rooms offer air conditioning. Ooh, yes, for furries, because you're going to be in that hot-ass suit all day and you just want to go into your room and be air-conditioned because you're sweating and sweltering in that carpet. We know. So we offer air conditioning to all the rooms. And getting online is possible because we know you always need to have your furry porn fix. We got you covered. We have online connections in every room. And it's free internet access, allowing you to rest, refresh, and pump your dick as hard as you can every day for all that furry porn. Lancaster hosts resort. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. So here we go. Here's where the fun starts. Right here. Lancaster hosts resort. Notice that it's not this anymore. It's Lancaster hosts resort. Lancaster Host Resort features a 24-hour front desk and baggage storage. In addition, as a valued Lancaster Host Resort, there they go again. You can enjoy a pool and lounge that are available on site. Guests arrive with a vehicle have access to free parking. Wow, nice. While staying in Lancaster, you can check out a popular barbecue restaurant like Dickie's Barbecue Pit. Nice. I've never been to Dickie's, but I mean, I guess they're okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like
Dickie's is fine. You know, I'm more of a Famous Dave's kind of person, but Dickie's is okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Serving up some great dishes over at Dickie's. If you're looking for something to do, the Amish Farm and House, Lancaster Mennonite Historical Society, East Lampeter Township Community Park are a nice way to spend some time, and they're all within walking distance of Lancaster Host Hotel. There they go again. Lancaster Host. So if you're confused as to what the hell they're talking about, where the fuck they are, yeah, we are too. Because nothing that's worth their salt, no furry convention worth their salt would ever get the name of their venue this mixed up. I mean, I think if they had anything to do with the Wyndham would be calling them and say, hey, you might want to change it to the Wyndham Landover Conference Center because we're not Lancaster House anymore. Okay, that was our old name. We're Wyndham now. We can get sued if we don't use that. Thank you. Yeah, so this hotel used to be the Lancaster Host Hotel. It was actually condemned in 2016 due to a water main break. And they went through a 3-year renovation to turn it into the Wyndham. And it's still one of the largest hotels in Lancaster County. So that's another reason probably why they chose the Wyndham Lancaster Resort. But it's amazing that they reached that far back to call it Lancaster Host when it's not even been called Lancaster Host for the past 4 years. And not only that, I'm pretty sure if anybody tried to punch in Lancaster Host in their GPS, they'd probably be redirected to some cornfield, where the Amish are trying to raise a barn. Bless the Amish. I mean no harm, no disrespect to the Amish. They're very good people.
You know what this reminds me of now?
Yeah,
that Weird Al Yankovic song, Amish Paradise.
Oh, I love that song. I love that song.
They should play that song. So they should have played that song for this convention during opening ceremonies.
See, that's who Nitro should have called up to be guest of honor.
Weird Al.
Weird Al, absolutely.
Wow.
I would have went if they had Weird Al. If you guarantee me Weird Al will be there, I would have been there in a second.
Well, you know what? Wait, did he actually? Because I know he was a character. He was what was his name? Cheese Sandwich or something?
Yeah, Cheese Sandwich. He was in My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. Yeah.
When I was ever like the guest of honor at a pony convention?
And I'll tell you a little nugget of my past. When I was in BronyCon staff, when I was the marketing manager for BronyCon, they were asking us. They were just for the last convention. They were asking us, whom should we bring in, like to blow the roof off the BCC as a guest of honor? And I told them emphatically 1,000,000 times, Weird Al, Weird Al, Weird Al, Weird Al, Weird Al. I want Weird Al. I wanted Weird Al so badly at the last BronyCon. Like he would just make. Okay, so BronyCon 2019 was the biggest Brony convention ever. And I'm so glad, I'm so happy to have been part of that. But unfortunately, I think because of contracts, we couldn't get Weird Al. But that was okay. That was okay. I mean, no disrespect to Weird Al. I have no ill feelings towards Weird Al. I love Weird Al. But yeah, I really do wish that just for that moment, he was in Baltimore, just like with his, just having a great time, and just playing some of his great music at maybe like the Quills and Sofas or the Crusaders Clubhouse. You know, kids love Weird Al. Kids love Cheese Sandwich. It would have been perfect. But yeah, I think it was because of issues with getting a contract with Weird Al that and Weird Al still costs like quite a lot of money for somebody who was just, I think, in there for like 1 or 2 episodes. Not really a character, but just, there for 1 or 2 seconds. But yeah, I wish he was at BronyCon, but he never was. So anyway, story time over. Let's go back to Amish Country Furcon. So yeah, so Amish Country Furcon just kind of slipped by while Furry Twitter was kind of ripping each other apart over the shit show that is this 2020 election. But yeah, according to our sources, this website was actually up for a week before we got wind of it. And once we got wind of it, we started snooping, and we weren't actually getting quite involved just yet, but we were snooping and taking screenshots of what was going on in the ACFC chat. Now you do notice that they also did have a Twitter. They also did have a Twitter at one point. And let me see, do I have it? Yes, I do have it. Now, it's archived. It's archived, but there it is. Amish Country Furcon. They only had 12 tweets. And from there, they gathered up 145 followers. This is just sad. I don't know how in the hell they gathered 145 followers, but I guess
how many people were they following?
They're following 624.
That's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it.
So it's more like I follow you, you follow me kind of deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, it is a new convention, and people see that, and they're like, huh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So,
especially since COVID has shut down everything.
Yeah, I don't think when people saw this, I don't think a lot of people put it together that this was Nitro doing it.
Yeah.
I think when people, because you have to remember, even though CCFC itself wasn't that, the con itself wasn't that well known outside of basically this
the general area, yeah.
Yeah. So even the drama actually overshadowed CCFC to the point where, okay, people across the country knew of it. They didn't know what happened at the con, they just knew of the drama. But the con itself didn't really have that wide-ranging effect. So I think when people saw this, they're like, huh, this is interesting. But they didn't put two and two together to think, oh, this is Nitro coming back for round 2.
Yeah. Well, you know what's even funnier is that right here, Amish Country Furcon, right off the bat, they start soliciting poppy furs all over again, starting with Fluke Husky.
Yep. Nitro actually wanted Fluke Husky to be the guest of honor for a proposed CCFC 2021, believe it or not. So
he wanted all the poppy furs to be guests of honor at CCFC 2020. Like I was managing their Twitter feed, and when I woke up one Saturday morning, to just my phone blowing up with all kinds of PMs from poppy furs, I was like, whoa, what the hell? And it was just poppy furs like Jip Cody, Kime, and
oh god.
And I was just like, Nitro, who the fuck is DMing all of these poppy furs, soliciting them to come in? And Nitro, and all his great wisdom and whatever, just said, lol, it me. Fucking dumbass. I chewed him out something fierce that day. Because, god damn it, how the fuck do you just think that this is going to be a good idea? Fucking Nitro. But yeah, here we go. It's CCFC round 2 right here, Amish Country Furcon.
Round 2. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So no, this was his plan, and as you can clearly see, he really wanted to try this again. And as I told Lifty before, I gave a forward, and this was back in, this was about a month after CCFC, and this was just
after they ended, yeah.
Yes, some of the stuff was starting to leak out about Nitro and some of the stuff that went on. And, Max was in the CCFC dance chat, and he mentioned that both of them were in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, looking at hypothetical places to move the con.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, well, me and Nitro, we got a new job. We got jobs at this hotel in Lancaster, and we were checking the place out. And this is some place that we'd like to move to in 2021. And I was like, I think I'll forward that to Lifty because that's interesting. And lo and behold, this con pops up in Lancaster for 2022, since obviously 2021 is going to be a wash. And so it's like, oh, that makes sense because they were planning on moving this to Lancaster.
Yeah.
Which, one, why? That's not smart. And two, usually when cons do contracts with hotels, they sign them for multiple years. I don't know any con that has ever done a 1-year contract.
I can give a little bit of information on what's going on with this. So during the moment that you were talking about, I also heard some rumors that Nitro was planning to move CCFC from Harrisburg to Lancaster in 2021 for the next CCFC. The reason being is that allegedly Nitro works at the Wyndham. And so he's able to work with the events coordinator of the Wyndham and get a good deal on space and room blocks, etc. Everything he may need, so he can presumably avoid the mess that he created over at the Hilton Harrisburg. Now, I don't want to confirm this as truth because I don't know where Nitro works right now. I really don't. And frankly, he deserves to be on an unemployment line. But it does make sense that he would move it to Lancaster because he has a connection to a certain venue in Lancaster. And lo and behold, the Wyndham is right there. And I'm going to mention later on in this podcast why Lancaster is actually a better location for a furry convention than Harrisburg. Now, you might disagree with me now, but wait a minute. I've got a story. I've got reasons to say that. And we'll see in a little bit later. So, Sylox, when you mentioned the news about Amish Country Furcon to me, that's when we decided to do a little bit of snooping and actually we actually had several people monitoring their chat. They weren't actually working for Furry Frequencies. They were just monitoring their chat for their own purpose. We'll just put it at that.
Right.
So here's what we found out. So we first start off with this chat. It had like 60 or so people before it got nuked. And so this is where things start to crack right here. So this is a screenshot, of course. And let me just zoom in for a minute. There we go. So Cy Bree over in this chat asks, I have a lot of questions. And the person that's labeled group, so that's a feature of Telegram that was just released, where certain users who have admin privileges, they can actually anonymize themselves in the chat and actually come off as being a speaker of the whole chat rather than themselves.
Yeah.
So do you see the gears turning at the moment? And wonder why somebody would do that. They would answer as the group, not as themselves. So the group answers, and Cybri asks, what is the non-profit status of this event? I looked at the bios of those in charge, and they don't seem to have the experience to run an event. How can you promise that this won't be another CCFC fiasco? That's when the shoe drops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you recall from our coverage of the CCFC a few episodes ago, the nonprofit status of the event, whether they were a nonprofit with the IRS, whether they were a nonprofit with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, that was a sticking point. And that kind of led us into a rabbit hole to figure out what their nonprofit status was, what their letter of determination was. And we found out that they did not even file anything with the IRS. So they don't have 501c3 or 501c7 status at all. They just filed as a nonprofit with the Commonwealth. And so going on, they do give this long-winded response. And I know it might look small in your screen, so I'm going to just read what they said. They do answer Cybri, by the way. This is a great question, TBH. So we have rethought the whole con structure, and we came up to the conclusion of running this as a business, because that gives us a lot more flexibility with finances and other things, and also we can do more with the name, so we are not just stuck with a con. So all the profit that we make, we take it, split it in half or more, and donate it. Good Lord! Nitro! Learn about run-on sentences! God damn it! Oh my God! There, I said it! It's fucking Nitro behind the scenes! God damn it, you happy? Yeah, it's Nitro that wrote that whole bullshit. Oh my God! Can you imagine that this is just two sentences? Two full sentences!
How. Actually, I don't know how someone like that graduated high school, because the grammar that he uses when he writes on his computer or on his phone is just atrocious. It's something that you would see in a third grader.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And this is what, when I was reading through the responses in the chat, this is what tipped me off. This was like Nitro's MO. I know how Nitro writes. Now, this is probably why Nitro prefers to have voice messages over text. And Nitro, the weirdest, most bizarre thing about Nitro is that he would have a voice message for every little inane thing. Like when I was going through the schedule with him, back when I was their PR manager, I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, there's nothing here. How do I open up all the events? And then he gave me a voice message while I was in class to just say 3 words. Click on agenda. You can't type that shit? What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, you bumbling idiot? And then you have all of these run-on sentences. Like, who taught you grammar? Who taught you how to write? They ought to be beaten. Your mother should have raised you better. What the hell's wrong with you? Holy shit.
You know that.
Yeah. So I gotta finish this. Because of what happened to CCFC and all the stuff that has happened, we came up with this solution, and we think it will work because our goal is to keep this one on the map. Oh boy. And so we keep going. We keep going. So you've chosen a for-profit status, and they say, yes, LLC. We are doing what AC has done for years, and they're
what?
Boy!
Did they just say AC is a for-profit con? No, it's not. It is the exact opposite.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, somebody actually mentions it here. AC is a 501c7, which means that, you know, they have the nonprofit status of a club, of a special club. Not necessarily 501c3 where they're a charity, but the status of a club. And yeah, and then they just kind of, they keep on trying to just like grind their wheels down in the dirt even more. They keep on trying to say that AC is an LLC. Nitro, I need you to crack open a book on, better yet, you know what would be the best thing ever?
What?
Have somebody send Nitro Hooked on Phonics. Really, just somebody please send Hooked on Phonics.
You know that boy can't read.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck if Hooked on Phonics is discontinued or whatever, or if it's 2020 and it's a 1996 thing. I don't care. Send him Hooked on Phonics. Because he fucking needs it right now. Second of all, Nitro, learn what a limited liability company is. AC, Anthrocon, is not a limited liability company. They're a 501c7. They're a social club. That is how they are. That is how their They're filed in the IRS. They're a social club. They have the status of a social club, a nonprofit social club. So yeah, at this point, Nitro is behind the group. He's messaging everybody in the group as the group itself. And so we have this person, Call, who... So Kale or Call, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm going to try my best. So if somebody wants to PM me how to pronounce his name, preferably Kale or Call. Sylox, can you help me out?
I think it's Call.
Okay, so Call. So Call is the organizer of the York Fur Bowl, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Yeah.
So he drops in. He literally drops into the chat just to say this: I'm not staying, but I would like the PR person for this event to contact me via Twitter or Telegram, please. Kind of stepping on our group's toes with this con after we already announced ours for 2022. Please and thank you. So, yeah. So now we've got a turf war going on between Call's group and Amish Country Furcon. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, he left. But it gets worse. Drain comes in. And Drain is the chair of Furrydelphia. It's a great little convention in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. They're trying to move it to Philly. I think that they might be moving it to Philly in 2022. I don't know. But I do wish them the best. It's a great little convention. We actually did a little after-con review, or Sylox did, of their convention. Great little con. He comes in. He gets word of this convention. He comes in and says, "Hi, I'm the chairman of Furrydelphia, and I'm here to ask you to please rewrite your code of conduct, which you literally copy-pasted off of our website." Yeah, everybody's coming in. You know, the best thing is that everybody's coming in and dropping the hammer on these people on ACFC. Yeah, Drain just... He mentions exactly where they copied and pasted this off. So actually, let's look at that. So it's right here, ACFC Code of Conduct, and it's still there. Wonderful. So, yeah, wonderful.
Jesus Christ, guys.
So I could tell that this is almost a copy, word for word. So first of all, they have a disclaimer at the very top that says that the ACFC attendee code of conduct has largely been built and in some instances directly copied. Wow, they don't even try to hide their plagiarism.
Oh, Lord have mercy, child.
From the standards of conduct, for Anthrocon in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So we've got how many turf wars going on over this one convention?
A lot at this point.
Oh.
They are just pissing everybody off for existence.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if they just, popped out of nowhere and just decided, hey, we're here. Join us. We're in Lancaster, Amish country. Come join us. Amish people, young people who are coming or going through Springa, come to Amish country. Come to Amish Country Furcon. We'll give you a free fursuit.
Yeah.
This sounds more pathetic than Andrew Cuomo asking New Yorkers to return. Holy shit. They believe that the ACFC, that the Anthrocon document is not only well written but covers all necessary topics, and because the rules and regulations of Anthrocon are almost entirely identical to that of ACFC. Oh, good Lord. This child and his run-on sentences will give me a fucking migraine in the morning, I swear to God. Sorry, but this doesn't actually entitle you to lift the whole thing off from Anthrocon or Philadelphia, whoever. But you keep reading, and you do get a nugget of wisdom from here. And it's further down. Or, hold on, maybe I missed it. I just saw it. God damn it. Do you see it?
I'm looking for it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe they changed it. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe if we do a... Oh, look at that! I found it! The name Capital City Furcon!
Oh, so they didn't change it.
Holy shit!
Okay.
No, they didn't change it. No, they didn't change anything. So they missed that part when they were doing this thing and thought, oh, nobody's going to read this, whatever. And so there it goes. There's the smoking gun. There is the smoking gun. And somebody actually noted this. I'm the only PR person up. Oh, shut up, Nitro. Somebody noted this. Zero the Liger noted this as the smoking gun when they were reading through their code of conduct. Why your legal work says you're affiliated with Capital City Furcon. And then Drain sounds the alarm. The chairman is Nitro's boyfriend. It's the same group. This con is being run by the same people who defrauded a charity. Do not, under any circumstances, give them your money. And then you got this stupid sycophant. Let me zoom in. You got this stupid sycophant, Kyle Wolf, who says, in the famous words of Trump, it's fake news.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. So, I'm rolling it out here. A lot of the staff for Capital City, or Amish Country Furcon, whatever, Capital City Furcon 2, Electric Boogaloo, whatever, they're just a bunch of sycophants for Nitro. And it just goes on like this. Drain just taking the piss out of Nitro right here. He tries to deflect it by saying that it's run by Briggs, the 19-year-old. And, nobody's taking the bait. And then Nitro tries to have a meltdown, and Drain just keeps taking the piss. See, I mean, there's just sycophants. Sycophants of Nitro, for some reason, are all engaged in this. Here's another smoking gun. So here is Briggs, actually pictured with Nitro. And he tries to blow it off as, oh yeah, Nitro's not involved with this, and me and him are no longer friends. Oh, okay.
Bullshit.
Stop.
The lies you tell.
So we backed off on Logan Fox back when he tried to chew on us when we chewed on Nitro a while back. I don't know if you remember this, but back when Nitro was back in Twitter, on furry Twitter, trying to yell and tell people, hey, stop telling me with this, stop going off on me with this stupid CCFC bullshit. We went off on him. And guess who was the one that responded? It was Briggs. It wasn't Nitro, it was Briggs. Nitro just shut down his entire Twitter. He locked it. And Briggs was the person that responded to us. He actually had the balls to respond back to us. Nevertheless, he just spat our joke back at us because he didn't have any jokes. So, here you go, Briggs. Or Logan Fox. Whatever you want to be called. I don't care. You are 19 years old. You're a legal adult. You had people telling you straight to your face what this man did, Nitro.
Exactly.
It's and you decided you were going to stand by Nitro 100%. So now you get no protection whatsoever. We're going to rag on you so fucking hard. You deserve no protection from the fire that you're about to walk yourself into. I don't give a fuck if he's your friend, he's your boyfriend, he's your acquaintance, he's your banker, he's your baker, he's your babysitter. I don't care. Here's the problem that I'm seeing with this entire convention. So, first of all, we have Logan Fox, who is 19 years old, running this convention.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Yuki Fox, who is 18, being co-chair. These people are pretty fucking young. And I'm pretty sure that Nitro has a sexual connection to at least Logan Fox, maybe Yuki. And
Look.
I'm wondering, Nitro, why in the fuck do you have so many young people in such high positions of power of this convention?
So my reasoning, so I have a reason for that, and it's two
Go
parts.
Go right ahead.
So, and the easiest to explain first is they're young, they're impressionable, they are easy to manipulate, and hey, when you have someone that young who is entering the fandom and they want to meet people and they want to make their mark on the fandom, so to speak, this opportunity comes along. It's a guy who says, hey, I ran a Furcon. I can, and I know so and 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 so is Poppy for X, Y, and Z, to a young person in the fandom who probably watches Poppy Furs all the time on YouTube. They hear that and they see the evidence. They're like, oh my God, this person knows what he's talking about. They're easy manipulable.
Yeah.
You can manipulate young people.
I agree with that. I agree with that assessment.
And the second reason is, and I want to preface this, is this is just my opinion. I have reasons for why I believe this is true.
Go ahead.
Nitro may or may not be a pedophile. And I want to preface this again by saying this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
It's very concerning that he surrounds himself with young people. Granted, Briggs and Yuki, they're both adults. It's problematic that he surrounds himself with people who are barely legal.
Yeah.
I received a tip, I want to say 5-6 months ago, back when Furry Omegle Night was a thing and Nitro was a part of it.
Yeah.
Nitro,
he was a moderator of the Furry Amigo Night chat on Telegram.
Yeah. I had received a tip that Nitro had a strong interest in quote-unquote like them young, which is code
That's a big warning sign.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, there may be something there. I followed it up with a dummy account that I have on Telegram. I couldn't find anything in particular, but the more I've thought about it, it made sense that he might be into that. He's very immature for someone his age.
You think? Like, good lord, his grammar skills are no higher than 3rd grade.
Yeah.
How the hell does this man get into adulthood with this horrid writing? Like, Jesus Christ.
He has a skill that if you can make you a lot of money, and that's tech. Audio. What is he? An audio technician, sound engineer, something to that effect?
I don't know. I remember last I remember he worked at Six Flags or whatever.
Oh, well, there you go. So not to shit on people who work at Six Flags, but in terms of him, at least, that's something. But no, the more I thought about it, the more it kind of made sense. He surrounds himself with young people. His convention in particular was really skewed towards a younger crowd. Most furry conventions aren't.
Yeah.
Even the most milquetoast furry convention out there, AC, which is like the Disney of furry conventions, where everything is sanitized.
No. May I remind you that Anthro Northwest still exists. And
that was run by a Christian fundamentalist, but yeah.
Well, if you want to say that AC is milquetoast, no. I'm telling you right now, Anthro Northwest is like G rated and no higher than G rated.
Well, even that convention.
Not saying that that's a bad thing. Not saying that's a bad thing. Not saying that Anthro Northwest is a bad thing. But, when it comes to sanitized furry conventions, Anthro Northwest is right there at the very top.
Even those two conventions, they still draw mostly what? Adults.
Yeah.
CCFC, and this again could be because the people who were guest of honor had a large following on TikTok, and that base is predominantly Zoomers and Zillennials, whatever the fuck they're called. But still, it drew, I want to say, a sizable amount of minors, more than I think I have ever seen at a furry convention. And given Nitro's propensity to be on Howler and try and fuck anything that moves with two legs.
Yeah. I think that's how Briggs and Nitro met is through. Yeah. Okay. So I've got on the screen Hex Yeen, who had his own panel all to himself at CCFC. He's trying to. He of course joins the fun and tries to take the piss out of Briggs, and so he tries to challenge Briggs. It's like, is Nitro one of those friends that wants to support you with this bullshit? Nope, he left. Okay, so let me just go back because there was a takeaway that some people may not have noticed out of this. So Briggs notes that the only assets I have are the website and some internal stuff like PCs and servers. And that is all that he asked for. So let me just make it clear that if Briggs has the possession of CCFC assets, let me make it clear that just because you have the assets to CCFC doesn't mean you don't get the debts from CCFC. So I'm looking at this and like, holy shit, Briggs was actually taken advantage of by Nitro.
He was. I don't think he realized that.
Briggs is just a 19-year-old who doesn't know what the hell's going on. He looks at Nitro and it's like, oh, he's a nice dude. I'm going to follow him. I'm going to make sure I do what he wants to do. He doesn't know what he's getting himself into. He just doesn't. And that plays into his general immaturity and how he is not qualified to run an event like this. He should start out with just a small little meetup in his area, get a few furries together, and then just grow that into a convention if he feels confident. But right now, no. He is not. He doesn't have the mental fortitude or the maturity to handle large contracts, vendor contracts, hotel contracts. He doesn't have the mental maturity to be a leader when all this shit goes down the drain. And to be fair, Nitro doesn't either, because he didn't. When CCFC started swirling the drain, where was he? Oh, he was in his fursuit at the fursuit parade while Ultra was running the show. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah. And so here's a pro tip for everybody out there. If you are running a convention, the last thing you don't do is jump in the fursuit parade and join the fun.
Yeah.
No convention chair ever does that.
So,
not Kage, not the people who run MFF, not even Dragoneer does that, okay? No. Nobody does that.
So, we're running short on time, so we're going to just kind of clear things up. So here's the grand conclusion of all this. After we started taking the piss out of this convention, Briggs comes in at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, I don't remember, and says this. Hello, I wanted to clear up what happened last night with ACFC chat and ACFC as a convention. I was asleep while most of those messages were being sent in chat. Nitro was sending messages under the ACFC handle. Surprise, surprise! Nitro was actually using the entire group as a sock puppet for himself. As if he couldn't stoop any fucking lower. He uses an entire chat as a sock puppet for himself. Oh my goodness. ACFC was also not completely my idea. Most of what has been made for ACFC as an idea and its assets are Nitros. We kind of knew this because as Sylox, you said earlier, the idea to move CCFC to Lancaster was way back in February after CCFC had ended. They were scouting out places in Lancaster, and they were really looking forward to moving it to the Wyndham because Nitro works, presumably, at the Wyndham. After talking with some friends who have been very helpful to me, I've decided that I'm going to delete this chat and I will no longer be a part of anything related to ACFC. I'm sorry this has happened. Thank you. Womp, 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 womp. And so, thus concludes Amish Country Furcon, the first furry convention marketed to the Amish. So sad. It
is actually, I think it holds the record in terms of the shortest Furcon ever.
Yeah, it didn't even last. It did not even, it never happened. But also, even in pre-planning, the pre-planning didn't even last a week. The pre-planning didn't last a week. Holy shit. Oh. Amazing. So that's the end. So that's the end of Amish Country Furcon. And the story does not end there, unfortunately. Because after that happened, guess what happens?
Nitro decides to leave the furry fandom.
Holy shit, you're correct.
Hey, there you go.
So he decides to go to whatever chat he's still alive in, and decides to post this. A link to his Dealer's Den, auction for this. Oh my goodness, this.
Who would buy that?
I don't know.
Better
yet, who the hell would pay $800 to smell that? Right. I can tell you right now, he didn't clean that shit.
So I'm on Dealer's Den right now. I can't find it.
It's on Dealer's Den right now?
No, I'm on it right. I'm on Dealer's Den at the moment. I can't find it.
Well, I mean, it's there. I even refreshed the page. It's still there. You can buy it now for $900, but the bid is right now $800. But at the same time, why would you buy this? Why would the fuck would you buy this? Holy shit!
Well, someone who's new to the fandom doesn't have enough money and might see that and be like,
I feel bad for that person already because somebody is going to get hoodwinked into buying this thing and thinking, oh, I'm going to be hot stuff at the next furry convention, and oh no. No.
I would hope nobody buys this. I hope they don't.
I hope so too, for the very reason that if you buy this, you will make no friends whatsoever.
Yeah.
It is forever tied to Nitro. And everybody who sees it will think you're Nitro, and they will want to beat you over the head with a folding chair. I guarantee it. So please, for the love of God and all that is holy, please do not buy this smelly, disgusting mess of a fursuit. Because I don't know what you think, but it's not going to make you any friends. And this is all you get for the description. Nitro is a bouncy boy who loves to have fun and play tricks on his friends. Yeah, you played a trick all right. Suddenly stealing money from friends and a charity is not a fucking trick, you dipshit. He's over there leaving the fandom and trying to find a Nitro at home. You get art, badges, full suit. I key you in full rights to him.
Ew.
Oh, no.
You know damn well he has not washed that fursuit. In fact, I know for a fact that he's probably fucked in that fursuit too.
Ew!
Yeah, that shit crusty.
Ew! Oh my god. Crusty Nitro over here. Ugh. I mean, for $800, you better hope that it's clean. Jesus Christ. But you know what? No. It's not even going to be clean. Because Nitro is such a cheap piece of shit that he's not even going to clean this shit. He doesn't even bother. He doesn't even bother to give any specs on what the size is. All he just says is, used. It's used. This dipshit. Oh my god.
Well, no one said he was,
Nobody
smart.
said. Nobody believes he's smart. Oh my god, no.
Look, Nitro is probably under the impression that if he leaves the furry fandom, all his debt obligations go away. And that's not how it works, Nitro.
No, that's not how it works.
Slightest.
So,
good luck with that, man.
So, yeah. So, fuck Nitro. I swear. So, I was mentioning in the beginning of the podcast that I had a reason why Lancaster is actually a better location for a convention than Harrisburg. And let me just show you why. Okay? So, what you see here... Whoops. So, what you see here is actually the Wyndham that Amish Country Furcon was meant to be located. And they mentioned that there's a bunch of Amish and Mennonite sites that you can visit. And yeah, you can visit them if you're really an Amish fan or you're really into the Amish. But looking further, you notice some things like this. The motherfucking Cartoon Network Hotel is right across the street from this shit show of a convention. The only one in the world is located right next door. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And then you go further down the road. It's not even walking distance. You go a little bit further, and what is this? It's motherfucking Dutch Wonderland. A motherfucking amusement park within walking distance to this convention. Not only that, but there's also, from what I heard, Tanger Outlets. So if you like to shop, you can go to Tanger Outlets. Again, walking distance from where that is located. And there's a ton of restaurants, ton of fast food. It's like, yeah, there's the Tanger Outlets right there. Holy shit. Right fucking there. Within walking distance. There's plenty of hotels within walking distance. Hell, you don't even need to stay in the main hotel. You can stay at the Cartoon Network Hotel. It's amazing. This location is amazing. Now, Sylox, you were there at CCFC 2020, right?
I was, yeah.
How was the location for you?
I mean, it's Harrisburg.
Compared to all this.
I mean, it's, Harrisburg is nice, but that lacked food options, honestly.
There you go. Meanwhile, you have a motherfucking Golden Corral within walking distance of this hotel. You can stuff yourself silly for $11.99. Or if you, for some reason, are going to this convention and you have the motherfucking senior discount for $10.99, what furry wouldn't love that? Honestly. This is a perfect location for a furry convention, and of course Nitro had to blow it up. Because it's Nitro. He would have ruined it one way or another. And that's the big takeaway from this, is that, Amish Country Furcon, the idea of being in Lancaster is not a bad idea in and of itself. But the fact that Nitro was running it, and he had Briggs as a sock puppet or just a cog in his machine, in his scamming machine, is what ruined it. He ruined Lancaster for any convention that's decided to come here, which is just sad. Which is sad because you saw just how much potential there is in this general area alone. And Nitro had to come in and just take a big steaming dump in it. It's just sad. Now, if somebody else other than Nitro really wanted to start a convention in Lancaster, I really want them to make sure that they know what the fuck they're doing. And that they have their nose clean. And that they have their contract set. And that every T is crossed and every I is dotted. And for fuck's sakes, don't let Nitro or Briggs or Yuki or Max or Mr. Enigma, whatever the fuck he is,
Mr. Enigma,
anywhere near this shit. Your shit. There's a lot of potential in Lancaster for a furry convention, believe it or not. Way more potential than Harrisburg. And to me, it's so sad that Nitro decided to go full steam ahead with his idea to scam the convention one last time. Or to scam the furry community one last time. Thinking, oh, he's not going to get caught this time. No, sorry. Fucking dumbass couldn't even write a coherent sentence if he tried. If he had a bomb strapped to his ankle, he wouldn't be able to write a coherent sentence.
Wow. Amazing.
Not only that. With all the warnings on Nitro regarding how he follows young people who are more impressionable and more likely to follow him at his every word, at his every beck and call, it worries me that things like this still happen. So what I'm saying to you is what I've been saying to people over and over again. If you love the fandom and you want to see it flourish, don't start a furry convention. Help out your local conventions that are already established. Because once COVID is gone, they're going to need a lot of help to get right back up to pre-COVID levels. They're going to need as much help as they can to get back on their feet. And having a convention here, having a convention there, having a convention split apart the fandom to all these small conventions that may pass, that may fail, isn't going to help the local community in any way. You know what's even worse? You know what's not going to help the furry community in any way?
What?
If a convention fails.
Oh, yeah.
CCFC has left a black eye on Southern Pennsylvania's furry community. And even worse is that the ALS Association will probably not do business with furry conventions because of how they've been hoodwinked by CCFC. Do you want that? Do you want that to happen again with another charity that wants help from the local community? No, I don't. This is sad. As much as, we want to take the piss out of ACFC for even thinking about scamming the convention and lining Nitro's pockets directly, this is just sad. Again, the furry community is hurting thanks to COVID. And if you want to help out the furry community, the best thing you can do is to help out your furry community, to help out your local furry conventions. If you want to start a convention of your own, don't just start it. Go and start with a meetup and grow from there. Don't just start a convention outright thinking you will cover every base, because you won't. And you're going to buckle under the pressure when the pressure gets too high.
To be perfectly honest, we have way too many furry conventions in this fandom as is. And
yeah, just in this area alone.
Yes, this area has, 6? And I'm not even counting MagFest and KatsuCon, which have furries, which are furry adjacent. So, I mean, there's way too many furry cons in the Mid-Atlantic area. There's, as I was telling Lifty, I don't know when they could have held this, because all the summer months are taken. The only months that are available around here are January and February. And you can't do a winter con, because you don't know what the weather's going to be like during that time of year. Like, it could be a fucking blizzard going on. You can't have a convention at that point. So it's like, when did they think this was going to happen? And you got fucking Harvest Moon Howlfest coming up. What, you're going to put that convention in October to compete against it? No, you'll lose every time. Like you'll lose 9 times out of 10. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it's dumb. It's really dumb.
Yeah. So the takeaway from all this is that, unfortunately, this is going to raise a red flag for any convention that starts in Pennsylvania. Any convention in Pennsylvania that starts off, people are going to look at it with a microscope, wondering, is Nitro involved with this shit? And unfortunately, that's sad, but that's how it's going to be. And furry or charities that want to get involved with this, they're going to be looking at every convention in the microscope, if they even want to get involved with a convention at all. Who knows what the long-lasting repercussions between the furry community and ALS Association might be. But I can tell you right now, it's not going to be good. So as I said before, and I've said multiple times, help out your local furry conventions that are already established. They're going to need help to get past COVID. Please help them. Don't just start off your local convention thinking you're going to make bank. No. Please help your local conventions. Please help Philadelphia. Please help Furthermore. Please help any local conventions that might be already established, and help them out with what you need, because they're always going to need help. Help them out. And with that said, it is time to end. We've gone way over time. It is time to end. Thank you very much for joining us for another exciting episode of Furry Frequencies. If you like what you hear, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to this Twitch channel, Furry Frequencies, on Twitch. If you like what you hear on YouTube, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to our episodes on YouTube. And ring that bell for notifications so that you get notified on when we drop our next episodes. And also, if you want to get on top of our latest shenanigans, or where we'll be for episodes that are taking place live, like in person at conventions, whenever they may happen, please feel free to follow us on Twitter at Furry Frequency. And on top of that feed, you will see our link to our Discord chat. You know, you can click on it at any time, join it. And if you want to call in, we're open. We have moderators standing by to take a call whenever we do an episode.
Mm-hmm.
So, this has been Furry Frequencies, signing off with Lifty
and Sylox.
Thank you for joining us for another wonderful episode of Furry Frequencies, and we hope you